I always prided myself in being clean. That meant no cold sores, no STDs, nothing. I never get sick. At least, I never used to.
We heard it all the time. HIV, AIDS, CD4. It was just one of those things that you learn about, you hear about. But it didn't apply to me.
I used to drink a lot, and I didn't really take good care of myself. I did a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have. I blacked out and had unsafe sex more than I'd like to admit, which just goes to show that I didn't love myself.
He was cheating on me. I don't know why it took me so long to realize it. I guess I was in denial. Who could do that to someone that they say they care about?
So, that night, I went out to the bar with the guys, like we always do. That night wasn't supposed to be any different.
So I worked up the courage and I finally dumped the scumbag. But I was in a bad place. I felt betrayed, violated, weak. But mostly I just felt alone.
She was about 5'4", had on this nice silk dress, curly brown hair. She seemed like a nice girl. I can't really remember too much else about her.
He smelled really good. That was definitely the first thing I noticed. And he had the most adorable smile, of course.
She came back to my place with me, and there's really not much else that I can explain. One thing led to another, and we had sex.
I needed an escape. I needed to run away from everything and to remember that there were other guys in this world. Other guys for me. I needed to forget the hate and the disgust and to feel wanted. Even if it was just for one night.
4 weeks later, I got chills and a fever, so I went to the doctor's office. I thought I just had the flu, but the doctor asked about my sex life. He said that I should get tested for HIV. I didn't really think much of it at that time.
December 18th. I remember it like it was yesterday. The phone rang around 8 in the morning and I was still half asleep. I figured it was just one of those telemarketers, so I let it go to voicemail.
When I got the results, my entire body went numb. It was unlike any feeling that I've ever had before. All I could think was, how could this happen to me? Am I gonna die? How can I live with dignity anymore?
Hello, this is Dr. Thompson speaking. I need you to come back to the office as soon as you can. Immediately I felt nauseated. I went back to the doctor and after all the I couldn't even cry.
At first, I completely freaked out. I really didn't know how to handle it. I didn't tell anyone. Completely isolated myself. I didn't think anyone else could understand exactly what I was going through. I was so angry. I was miserable. I was hopeless.
I didn't understand. I did all the right things. I was honest. I was faithful. I didn't do anything wrong. He cheated. So why do I deserve this? Why do I have to live with this every day for the rest of my life?
So, it's been 2 years since then. I've educated myself a lot. I've learned that I wasn't going to just die in a year, that there is medication and I can live a healthy life. I learned that there is hope and a lot of support around me, that I'm not alone.
After about a year, I promised myself that I would try to be optimistic. No more crying myself to sleep. No more denial. No more acting like I've been handed some death sentence. No more wasting away my life. HIV does not define me. I still have a life. I still get to ride my bike and hug my friends. I'm still me.
It took a long time for me to realize that living with HIV doesn't make me a bad or a dirty person. I'm just human. I am worthy and deserving of love from all of my family, my friends, and my community.
It's not just a disease of gay men, promiscuous women, and drug use. And you shouldn't think that it doesn't concern you just because it hasn't happened to you. It's a human disease. And the only way that we can fight for an AIDS-free generation is through awareness and understanding of how the virus affects people. So please stay educated.